Hello everybody, and welcome back. I'm Count Christo, and this is Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich. I'm live right now, so there will be a little bit of stream chat interaction in this video. As many of you know, I've been having some throat issues and I've been unable to talk for extended periods, such as would be required to stream/record. But, with any luck, that is no longer the case. It's been a while. There's a lot of people questioning in the stream chat. Who the hell are you? I know it's been a while. What are you doing? He lives. What the hell is this? Play Finland. Hello, Christo. Hello, chat. It's nice to have you back. It's been a while. I've missed playing these wonderful games. We're going to play as the Russian Republic. I haven't played Hoi in actual months, so we'll see how it goes. We're going to buff Germany a bit. We're going to buff Japan quite a bit. We're going to limit fort level to 5 so that I don't game it. We're not going to mess with any of the actual country paths. That's fine. Paratroopers are not allowed because they're too cheesy. What else? The China update came out and you're going to play Russia. Is China better? We can do China. Are there any communists in China? I feel like a communist run. Good evening. Hello, Greenie. Hey, honey, how you doing? China's much better. All right, who in China? If we want to go communist, who in China should we play? The whole mod is just China now. All right, let's go without buffs. Give me a rec. I mean, I think Russia's kind of fun. Russia, United Provinces, and go left. That could be fun. Are they still like under? Okay, there's a certain amount of collaboration with Germany, facilitated by the company. Yeah, okay, we can do that. League of 8 Provinces. What did I call the stream? Red Tide? That's still suitable. Yeah, okay. The 8 are really cool. Okay, we'll play as them. In that case, since we're going red, our enemy will be Germany still. Let's strengthen Germany quite a lot, because I usually find that Germany gets steamrolled by these guys. I mean, I haven't played in a while, but... Okay, the League of 8 Provinces. Absolutely. Sounds good. Great, man, how are things? Things are pretty good, thanks, Honeybee. Honey, what even is it? Honey Ably. Man Gaming has subbed for the 31st time. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Martin. You're very nice. Much obliged. I'm good, thank you, honey. I got a new job and all that, so. New beta. Please note the following. Oh, and another one. Zeph has subscribed. Thank you very much. You're very kind. Did you stop uploading on YouTube? I did. My voice actually just went to hell. Do I need to select what naming system victory points? I don't care. Change the frequency of news events. I don't care. The mod is designed with the assumption that the pair will all annex all possible states, so make sure to do that. Understood. Understood. Okay. Wow. The, what are they called? Paternal autocrat's pretty popular. We're going to struggle to get some syndicalists in, but we'll try. Happy to see you streaming again. It has been a while. It's not going to be a very long stream today. In fact, it's going to be relatively short. I've only got another hour and a bit. But we'll see what we can make happen. And I may cheekily extend it. A little bit. For 4 months. I know it sounds ridiculous. I have literally had throat problems for 4 months. And we'll see if it happens today. I'm going to try and talk quietly to go easy on my throat. But we'll see. So, not a speed run, but we are going to try and make things happen here. So, national focus. We've got an army tree, which we can go northern or southern. Sounds good. We've got government by coercion. Or, how would you say this? Because you say this, you say Q-I-N-G, Qing. So is he Qi? Is that Qi? Qi rules Nanjing? And is that Jing or anyway? Okay, so there's two different things that can happen. Either the League has won the war, in which case we can do this one, and we can collaborate or release some results, or maybe both. Or Qi rules Nanjing. Okay. Well-respected general control of many troops, seek control of the cities, makes him son's nominal successor. We'll worry about that when things happen. For now, this sounds like EU4 music. What is this? It sounds like EU4, almost exactly like the... It is EU4 music. Oh, no, it isn't. This is a normal Hoi one. Never mind. Okay. So, the research focus tree. Is this the same as vanilla? Yes. 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 A doctorate? Is this different? Or is this what the vanilla one looks like now? It's probably different because that says Weltkrieg. Cool. So new naval doctrine. No, I mean new naval tree. Everything else is the same. Jolly good. Got some civilian factories. Okay. Chinese armies have long struggled to catch up to Western standards. Good lord. We have terrible defense. Notoriously poorly trained, disorderly, recruited from various stock of bandits, petty criminals, and the chronically destitute. Equipment is patchwork, obsolete. Okay, so for 150 army experience, and you spend some political power, we can slowly remove this modifier. We can send in the army, okay, which gives some more stability. Okay, but you must not be paternal autocrats, totalists, or populists, okay? Naval decisions, we can hire advisors, and divert resources to the navy. Wow, that's powerful. Okay, that's all that on there for now. So to start with research, we're gonna keep it pretty simple. I think we'll do this. I will pay more attention to you, chat. I apologize, but I just need to get to grips with what's going on in the game, and I will pay you a little bit more attention. I seem to be able to build here. Oh no, I can't. Okay, so we'll build some stuff here. Seems good. Since they've got high infrastructure. We'll build civs first. Maybe we shouldn't. What's our balance right now? 821. I'm tempted to build mills first, but nah. We'll play it the normal way. There's our only other 30%, looks like. Oh, no, there's 50 here. Good. Put one there. Okay. Free dockyards and all that good stuff. We don't care about what they look like. Let's close up this. We can't build anything. Or we haven't maybe put in the thing. So we've got cruisers, light ships. We haven't invented subs. It's a bit worrying. We probably want... Show outdated equipment. Are these not outdated? I mean, I've got a Weltkrieg cruiser here. That sounds outdated. And I literally can't design these because I don't have any naval XP. Okay, build me some convoys then. That'll be fine. Do we have a navy? We do not, so we can't get naval XP very easily. We do have an army, however. 28 divisions. One of which... Or do you have to shift click? It's double click, so it's that type, isn't it? Didn't you used to be able to do that? Oh, these are all random different types of divisions, I guess. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's frustrating. Let's try and simplify things here. You represent our mobile corps. Congratulations. You one dude. What is that? They're all substance abusers. Get off the opium, dudes. What are you doing? Okay, you can have more planning. Or maybe I want him on the main infantry. What does substance abuser do? Doesn't seem to say it does anything. He's incredibly cheap to promote. That's helpful. More entrenchment. He's got some attack. He's got some good planning speed. Sure. You can lead the mobile divisions. You can lead these guys. We've got one guy. He's a fast planner. That's nice. And we'll split the infantry into two armies. Mobile corps can have my usual system of giving them these things. Those can stay infantry. That's fine. But not that horrible. Pink. Good. Second infantry general. Good defense. Sure, we'll have a defensive and an offensive general. Sounds good. What's the first badge beside your name? Founder. That's cool. Don't really know what that means, to be honest. Is recording for YouTube too? I am indeed. Alright, chat. I'm sorry. I've ignored you. I'm going to try and ignore you less. We've got things slightly organized now. Now, what's the political situation? We are in the Qing Empire. Ah, are you my overlord then? I guess. Okay. We can take over the faction if we get stronger. We can leave the faction. Game rule. Countries may not leave a faction except for national focuses and events. Okay, so we can't leave the faction. We've got to try and go politically red. How do I do this? Not sure I can do this. Can you do this? Doesn't seem like he can do this. What is that? Endonyms. Exonyms. Excuse me? Use English names. Oh, okay. Use native names. Sure, use native names. Okay, resource-wise, we are short aluminium. But we're only got one factory on that right now, so that's fine. We could probably do with... What's up? We've got loads of manpower. Let's go a little less artillery, a little more on that. And the next one can go on that too. The next few can go on that too. Alright, on pause. Speed 5. Rock and a roll. Don't want to spoil it, but you won't have all those units for long. Fair enough. The Imperial Cornerstone, forged amid the last decade's wars and expanded to its current size following the defeat of the Northern Expedition. Sun Chengfeng's League is a loose confederation of provincial governments oriented around a stronghold in Nanjing. Though united by the members' fear of central government control, the League is nonetheless a cornerstone of the Empire, buttressing Beijing against external threats and internal challenges by virtue of its shared heritage. Yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. We've brought lots of peace. Jolly good. Popular discontent is growing. For briefing. Okay, brief me on the central government. Together with his old mentor, we stopped the Northern... What is the Northern Expedition, chat? Give me the TLDR on the Northern Expedition, please. That would be handy. Reverse the Fengtang advance. Oh, okay, I guess that's what the Northern Expedition was. The Japanese excursion into China. Would Sun continue to bow to his old master in the north? And Wu, who I guess is you. Doesn't say Wu. Wu's Beijing government. But he's not called Wu. I want maybe his first minister is or something. Okay, so an awkward status quo. We have shared enemies. Jolly good. Tell me about the Germans. Germany control. German strength helps hold together the League and maintain autonomy from the north. Because we're under a bit of German influence. Okay, understood. What are our internal concerns? We've got some Kuomintang holdouts. Remnants of the Northern Expedition. Darn Manchurians at it again. Okay, the League will endure. Absolutely. Jolly good. Press on. No divisions in training. Good point. Let's... Even if we're not going to keep these units, this template is locked and cannot be changed. Superb. Okay, we won't do that then. Let's train some more. Which of these is going to be our actual infantry unit? These are all the freaking same. I haven't got any of these? Okay, you can delete these. I guess I'll train some of these. Oh, cannot train new special. I've probably just deleted the only ones I have that I can actually train. Oh, that's a bit of a mistake. That's pretty funny. Fine. We'll hoard equipment for now. Sun Chengfeng meets with governors. The lead marshal, which is just us, yeah, met with presidents to discuss matters of governance and administration. The rice crop has been poorer than expected. Doesn't seem good. Led to some to believe the meeting actually concerned with more serious matters of state security. Gets into more stability. We're not that stable right now, which is not great. We've got some decisions available. Yes, so we don't care about any of these. Well, I want to be told if I can send in the army. Cool. The assassination of the Russian. We don't really care. Did I just get a navy? Oh no, that's the northern guys. So what are you guys up to? The legation cities are guaranteed by all the major powers. And they have some good currency reserves. And do you have a kind of independence path? Like if you establish a Chinese division, a legation navy, cutting edge ships. We should do a campaign as them at some point. So if they go to open door, they make ready for war. Align ourselves with a global faction. We should definitely do a campaign as them. A railway. Okay. Today marks the long-planned opening of the Zhengan Railway, the latest extension which finally connects Shanghai to Nanchang, a city deep in the Jiangxi province. The opening is noteworthy for a few reasons, amongst other than the prompt involvement of Chinese engineers in the construction, despite its significant funding by the German people. Okay. Less optimistic, quick to point out their newfound access to rich minerals. That's okay. And do we have... I just closed my freaking Twitch dashboard. Excuse me. I'm going to bring that back real quick. It's a helpful misclick. If I just immediately make myself totally... Oh, it's going to play the stream on the stream. Don't do that. There we go. Okay, it's back. I'm sorry, I wiped the chat. Wu's ahead of the government. Paiyu is the young emperor with very little real power. Good to know. Thank you, Blue. Where's Jiangxi again? Somewhere in here, isn't it? Another one you steal in... No, Shanxi is the one you steal in Victoria. Payu. How is it? Hey, Cody, how you doing? Okay, I'm a bit annoyed we deleted the only templates we actually had. It's quite funny, though. Unexpected announcement. Late this morning, to the surprise of many, the OG publicly announced its plans to purchase and consolidate a number of Eastern railways on behalf of this thing, one of its component concerns. Among them is the new railway. OG already professes a consoling shares in a number of lines across Eastern China, several of which are directly financed. It dashes the hope of those who believe this new railway might be a more equal future for Germans and Chinese. Darn Germans. Scarcely a minute the public fleet authorities have been forewarned of this development. The police response to protests has been slower than normal. Okay, we got some unrest. Good to know. Bring on the People's Revolution. We shall spread the red tide across China and beyond. Sounds good to me. We're going to just leave everyone in the place. Unrest spreads. Jolly good. Unsurprisingly, the consolidation of the Chinese railway under AOG management. Lots of criticism. Disappearances of outspoken individuals. How dare they? Attacks on foreign settlements. Excellent. I didn't turn on channel points. Shouldn't channel points be optional? Attacks on foreigners. Coming with the assaults on prominent German citizens, having grown to become virtually indiscriminate. Attacks on foreigners by emboldened patriotic citizens have spread like wildfire. That's not good. The German consulate has advised the Kaiser subjects to arm themselves. That doesn't seem good. Lose some manpower. Tax on businessmen and investments return to be seen. The Shanghai Stock Exchange looks like it's going to have a downturn. Okay. Doesn't seem good. Sorry, Shanghai. Talking of a boycott on German goods, growing protests. Okay, we can use maximum force, or we can punish only the violent. Well, we want there to be a revolution, so maybe we should be, like, really totalitarian. If I hurt your funds, by the way. They've got large currency reserves, even though we're hurting their stock market. That is so much fun. Should we use maximum force, or should we punish only the violent? Because I feel like if we use maximum force, we're going to increase the odds. We're going to decrease the odds of a revolution. Or maybe increase, I'm not sure. And I want them to be a revolution. We're going to punish only the violent, I think. This seems good. Building up a little bit of a stockpile of stuff. Railway bombings, terrorism, how dare they. Explosions have rocked several stations and rail lines slated to become part of the Central China Railway. One bomb shredding a train car in a shrouded station. How could they? Leveled against various targets from bandits to the KMT to Japanese agents. Some conspiracy-minded individuals have suggested German involvement. They're targeting their own possessions to set the stage for intervention. That doesn't sound good. Alright, we've generally broken some of our infrastructure. Edward's been crowned. Jolly good. What are you up to, Germany? Russia, even? Russia. Japan. Japan is doing their army tree. Nothing too fancy there. You're setting up some new taxes. And you're just waiting for your dude to get executed. Report from North and South. Troubling reports have reached us. More guerrillas getting set up. Agitators. Just temporary setbacks. Okay, we've got spreading unrest now. Disrupted industry and spreading unrest. Jolly good. A telegram from Beijing. Telegram is received from Beijing. Sent at the direction of Imperial War Commissioner. Oh, that's who he is. Okay. The message inquires about the current chaotic state of affairs. Clearly worded with the intent to force him to admit some weakness or hardship. The central government has reportedly attempted to extend its direct authority. Everything is fine. Don't worry about us, Qing. We have everything 100% under control. The Woohoo incident. Protests in the city of Woohoo, bolstered by striking workers. This, by the way, is not what I like in a mod. This is just boring. We've lost the steelworks. Okay. A small foreign citizen claiming lethal force was only used in order to protect the foreigners. This is not what I like in a mod. Just this, like a text adventure. I like fighting people. Let me build some troops and fight a civil war. It's a long lag. That might be the beginning of a civil war. Let's zoom out, see if we see something. No, it doesn't look like it. That's why you don't play Lag-a-Reich. It's a text adventure in lag. Anqing refuses further cooperation. Citing the recent incident. Ooh. Our governor has altered for a withdrawal of all non-provincial forces. Immediate handover of those officers reported. Okay. We bide our time, or let us join Governor Chang. Play as Anqing. Where is Anqing? Is that down here somewhere? Maybe it's up here. No, we'll bide our time. We're not gonna break off as this guy. We want a whole empire, people's revolution. That's what we're after. Prepare for an 8-sided civil war. Heck yeah, that sounds fun. Press F and search. Good point. How was it spelled? I don't remember. Thank you for the reminder, though. There's Afghanistan doing their mad war again, as always. They've done the Nanjing army. Cool. Next up. Change economy law for early mobilization. That seems useful. Seems very useful. Let's do that. An 8-way civil war. I'm looking forward to this. No, no, no. Better click on every province on the map. Like, look. It gets the job done. Sometimes. Black Monday hits. Hopefully that will drive out the... oh, God. We've got disrupted industries even worse. The AOG staggering under expensive retaliatory boycott, faces dire financial circumstances. They're not going to be able to pay their rents. Final payment for the railway has been indefinitely postponed. How could they? How could they? Hey, Penta, how you doing? People broke free from your country you didn't notice. Who? Oh, here they are. Right. Hello. You're right. I didn't notice. Damn. Okay, they're standing with Beijing. Okay, there appear to be two options. Stand with Japan or stand with Beijing. Okay. And they are going with they're going with Beijing. Good to know. We should see how the other people are stacking up. You? Oh no, you don't have the same focus tree. How about you? No. How about you? Nope, they all have different focus trees. Good God. Freaking Kaiserreich, man. Banging out focus trees like nobody's business. Thank you for telling me that they broke out. Does that make you the League of 7 provinces now? That's a good point. Some divisions have refused to follow orders and have demobilized. And Austria pulled out of Italy, apparently. Although there's still military access and non-aggression and stuff. Okay. The Austrian Empire wanes once more. So we lost some troops. Just start the civil war already. Let's do this thing. When there are a million Chinas, the million of the first one doesn't matter. What? He was shot by an assassin disguised as a serving woman. That old chestnut. His brave bodyguards were able to quickly overpower and imprison the woman, but rumors have begun to spread and swirl. The incapacitation of the League's widely recognized leader is an unprecedented disaster. He's got to recover soon, or a successor will unlikely be chosen without significant bloodshed. Jolly good. Bring on the circle. Christo, you better take a look at the Austrian modifiers. Be at a circle! Yeah, alright. Spreading insubordination. Telegrams have been flooding in, accompanied by the din of ringing telephones throughout the League Marshal's palace, together with a rapidly deteriorating situation across much of the League. With no promise of pay, several other cities have been refusing to act or joining the violence and looting. Troublingly, telegraph lines to Funjiang appear to have been cut, leaving us entirely in the dark as to the likely working situation in Guangzhou and Guangxi, when Nanjing now finds itself practically in the throes of violent revolution. Heck yeah, bring it on. Wu refuses. Wu has refused our request for aid. We are on our own now. I don't recall asking for aid. Okay. Riots reach the Marshal Palace. Troops in Nanjing have demobilized as they defect or fight in the growing palace. We have the anti-concessions movement, and we replace dispersed with crippled industry. What are we to do? Start of war. The illusion of Qing hegemony shatters. The facade of Chinese unity, held together for nearly a decade, has begun to crumble. Rising unrest in the League of 8 provinces. Yeah, sorry about that. Economic shock. Beijing's monopoly on power is broken. The future is now anyone's game. Oh, so we've disbanded that whole thing. We have a non-aggression pact with Germany, East Asia. Okay, so we can now just, like, yeah, give me a war. So the whole empire has just shattered. And we are now, you know, things are up for grabs. Interesting. Interesting. So bring on a war. I want to play as the South. I think it'll be easier to defend. I think the game just crashed. Superb. Or maybe not. But probably still. I can move the cursor. Oh, but the sound has stopped. This might just be the stuff is breaking free. This looks like the Syndicalists, so I guess this is who we play as. Sounds good to me. Oh, we're running a mod that's meant to make the AI smarter, by the way. It makes it concentrate force a lot more, amongst a couple of other things. Who are the brew provinces along the coast? That is the legation cities. They're like the cities that are under kind of administration by a... I think they're under administration of like a company, and they're paying their dividends to the great powers, basically. There will still be a war between Markleek, Mongolia, and Tibet. Yeah, that seems right. I think it's crashed, by the way. Yeah, it appears to have crashed. Jolly good. Good old Kaiserreich, eh? Alright. Let's try and restart it. Paradox Crash Reporter. I like how the Paradox Crash Reporter popped up even though it hadn't actually closed. That's good. They're going to commit a border gore with the crime with the border gore. Lagerreich strikes back. Alright, let's see if I can get this back here. I just noticed that Kane has reviewed Hearts of Iron 4 negatively, not recommended. 2,777 hours of playtime. God, that's pretty funny. Yeah, so I can't start it again for some reason. Hang on. I may have to restart Steam. Let me just do that real quick. You ever going to do anything about that Tweaks and Changes mod we started? Is that officially dead? It's probably dead because as it turns out, there is less time than I thought when I have a real job. Not a real job, because I don't have a real job, but a more time-consuming job. The only possibility of me making progress on that would basically be in holidays. Like, if I take a week off and I'm not actually going somewhere, then it's possible that I'd work on that more. But not other than that. Sorry about having to restart here, but we'll try and get back in and see if it crashes again. If it crashes again, I don't know. I've only got like another hour. So starting another campaign might be a little bit... You might be pushing it to start another campaign at this point. What is a mop you can load into now? Nice, congratulations. Very impressive. See if it'll boot up. Oh yeah, and Game Capture doesn't capture the launcher automatically anymore, does it? Because it's a different exe. It's interesting. Is that right? The old launcher was technically the same exe? Not sure about that actually. But it did automatically capture the old one, didn't it? Yeah. It was, yeah. Yeah, I thought so. Just loading back up now. Should have played a Russia. Russia's nice and simple. Two-way civil war. Although actually, can't Siberia break off as well? Yeah, if it doesn't work, we'll try... we'll do Russia, because it'll be fast. Hate the new launcher? Was unnecessary? You have... No one's dislike for the launcher can possibly match mine, because I had to work for them while it came out. Which was unpleasant. Because yes, it's rubbish. And everyone knew it was rubbish, including me. It's not Kaiserreich unless there's at least a 4-way civil war. That remains one of my favourite multiplayer games of Hoi 4. When we played as all... What is it, 5? No, I think we only played 4 sides of the Civil War in America plus Mexico. And I played as the Pacific States and managed to take over everyone else. Which, starting by like a ridiculous fallback line holding just like San Francisco, and then naval invading Mexico, rushing to the city and burning it to the ground. That was really fun. Who was that I did that against? Was it Zeph? No, it was Zanga. That was a really good multiplayer game. It was highly fun. Did you play as Disney? What are you talking about? Hiding Trotsky. Did you know that the final words of the guy that killed Trotsky were, I can still hear his screams. He is waiting for me on the other side. And then he died. You can play as Walt Disney in the PSA. Oh, cool. I wouldn't really want to play as Walt Disney, to be honest. Which is a bit weird, considering, you know, it's a game where you can play as Hitler, but I don't know. You would literally encircle me in the Suez in that game? Yeah, probably. Zeph and the Suez have a long and storied history, chat, if you're not familiar. He simply can't cross the Suez. I don't know why. I think we didn't have any autosaves. Which is great. Trotsky had something waiting for him in the afterlife. It's true. It's true. I mean, he didn't, of course, because there isn't one. But, yes. Nonetheless. Why is this Shantung rather than Shandong? Alright, speed up time. Looks like our guys haven't disbanded yet. So how often are our autosaves on? Well, they are on monthly. I guess a lot of stuff happened this month. Your own Japan campaign, you found it with your puppet, pet as companion. Chao Kong takes over. It made your day. If you don't know who that is, worth a Google. Well, I don't know who that is, but right now is not a great time to Google. So, who's that? Watch it keep crashing at the same date. It was the 17th, I believe. So we shall see. If it does, we'll just go to... we'll go and play Japan. And, sorry, Russia, and try and do the Civil War. Electoral gridlock in France. Hopefully it won't crash at the same date. This is the problem with Kaiserreich. You know, it's a very, very big mod with a lot of interlocking stuff. So, you know, QA testing, that kind of thing is very, very difficult. And also with mods, this is not a specific shot like the Kaiserreich, but with mods, QA testing often falls a lot further down the list than new, exciting, shiny features, because new, exciting, shiny features are much more fun. Chao Kong, better known as another name, is perhaps the most interesting man in history through sheer meme power. I have to know more. The riots reached the Marshall Palace. Didn't crash on the same day. There goes Qing hegemony. And there's the war. It didn't crash. Okay, he's declared war on us. In aid of his cause, he denounced our ascension as totally illegitimate and a farce. We have rampant disorder. Jolly good. And we have no one in our capital. Okay, everyone consolidate. Consolidate under... Hello, you lot. Consolidate under this guy. We don't have... you can be promoted, sure. So guys, we're going to need to establish a defensive line here. You, my man, need to get out of there. You're not going to be able to... Oh, maybe you can... You might be able to hold here, actually. It's playing quite slowly. Is there a tiny little province here? Yeah, there is. Hold. Stay there for a second. Can you walk to here? He might be able to get here in time. Let's try and get him in. Well, I'm going to play as this government until, you know, I'm made to play as the other one. Because I don't like... And, you know, I don't like nation ruining. It is, you know, cheating, basically. You already going into Nanjing? No. Oh, we have a guy up here. Didn't spot you. You can retreat. The Shandong clique has declared war on us as well. What did I ever do to you? Okay, Marshal Wu Penfing backs him. Okay, that's you, I imagine. Maybe. Oh, or is that just what gave him this province? That's probably what just gave him this province. Well, retake it. General Shan Guan. Oh, that's why it's called Shan Guang. Oh, they are called Shandong now. What? They rises up there. And it's going to give him some land, I imagine. And the game's crashed. This specific uprising event crashes the game. He was a Hungarian adventurer and convicted con artist of Jewish descent. He spent part of his life as a Protestant missionary, Anglican priest, British member of the Parliament. What? German right-wing politician and spy, Nazi collaborator, and Buddhist abbot. That is hilarious. Yeah, the game crashed. Ouch. He nearly convinced the Japanese to declare him the Dalai Lama. That's pretty good. I'll have to kill Steam again. The commies are crashing the game. Yeah, damn Reds. That we wanted to play as. Well, Sorry about that. Things are just hotting up. But there we go. We will switch to playing Russia. Quick pivot. Those KMT bastards are ruining the game. Just like real life. Oof. Oof. When is La Resistance out? I'm really looking forward to the espionage stuff. I think that seems like it's going to be fun. I have to reply to this Kane review. Alright, we're booting back up. Quick as we can. Oh, it's already crashed. Excellent. You work for Paradox, shouldn't you know? I do not work for Paradox, actually. I quit in late November. Mid-November. I have a new job now. Alright, game crashed. We'll try booting it again. F? It's not F. I quit. Voluntarily. Or F for the game, perhaps. And when the game crashes, it no longer stops in Steam, so you can't actually rerun it. So you have to restart Steam every time. Superb. It's sad. It's not sad. I mean, it's sad. In some ways, it's sad. I liked the people I worked with. Which was nice. Why'd you quit? I wanted to have a career path, which you can't have in Paradox really without moving to Stockholm, which I had no intention of doing because my lovely girlfriend lives here. And the Facebook page is utter rubbish now. Oof. Shots fired at Adaway. I don't think it's bad. I liked it recently. I think it's pretty cool. You just go to Task Manager and end the task? Yeah, that's what I did. But it doesn't stop it here. It didn't actually stop it running. I had to stop the Steam task as well to actually kill the game. But oh well. Hey Goopy, what's up? We're trying to make Kaiserreich work and it's not cooperating, unfortunately. The Syndicalist event in China seems busted. Works even weirder for you than it does for me. I haven't done a Hoi reinstall for a while, which might be the problem. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. It looks like a Mosin with a magazine. Like a, you know, a magazine you remove. That's weird. M&T doesn't crash anymore. This seems unlikely. That did look like a Mosin with a removable magazine. How do I try to promote Historigos Sublimity in the Hoi page? How's he been doing that? Crashes a lot less often now. Well, that's good. I'm sure I'll try it again at some time. You could play as Qing and do the Manchu restoration. But isn't there already a Manchu like nation? Isn't the Japan nation? Isn't like the Japanese puppet ran by the Manchu in this timeline? Maybe it isn't. No, we're gonna do Russia because it's simpler. He did a post about the Battle of the Bulge and stuff. Oh, okay. That's not him subliminally promoting. That's just him being him and having that knowledge. How is the audio balance, by the way? The music might be really quiet. The autosave crashes like your Mundum status don't happen anymore. Yeah, that's the 64-bit upgrade, right? Because the autosave crashes happened when it maxed out RAM, I think. I'm sure there's still the occasional bug. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I think it's a 64-bit unlocking the ability to use a lot more RAM. Feng Tain is just a Japanese puppet. It's not true Manchu nobility. Well, yeah, but is it run by whatever his name is? The last emperor? Or is that his name? That does sound like his name, actually. Pui, I don't know. Qing has him. It does, no? What's the name of the last emperor? I can't remember. We're not going to have time, by the way, to have like a proper campaign here. Even any of a proper campaign. It was Puyu. How do you say his name? He should be possibly sorting Discord. If more people join the Discord and talk, you might actually have some fun. Yeah, Adway really dislikes having that, just the fact that Discord exists. We're gonna do this, and this. Build some Mosins. Heck yeah. Get our Jaeger quests done by building some Mosins. And we're gonna immediately build some military factories over here. Because I think that's where the revolution is. And we're going to build some submarines if we can. Yeah. Build some submarines. And deploy them here. And all you guys can just go under one army for now. Umples. Short resources. Spare rubber. It's fine. Long live Russia. Build some tanks. Yeah, some planes. Don't need any of those though. Maybe a few more planes. Good lord, why are you trying to put 30 onto this? Okay. That looks fine. The Russian Constitution. The Constitution guarantees freedom. Of course it does. Russia is simple, X to doubt. We should strengthen the economy. I agree. So the Legation Council. This is the council. Observer rights. We deserve a voice in Shanghai. We do. He's been assassinated. Oh no. How do you make the revolution happen? Are you back? I may be back. For a bit. At least for a few hours today. How do you make the civil war break out? Yeah, authoritarian democrat. I've forgotten. Missed my content? Thank you, it's very nice. It has minus 500 political power. Which one? None of these have that. Or is that what's required to trigger the revolution? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we'll go with, yeah, martial law. Seems good. Top one? No, that's the left's just get control. We want a civil war. Which I assume means we need to kind of screw the left. So they're angry and revolt. And then we're like, psych! I was you all along. The Alash Order has gained independence from us. Yes, you're no longer a puppet. Fair play. Why the Civil War? Just because it seems fun. Bring order to Holy Russia. Instant action, exactly. God, he looks weird. Alright, we can't select one of these yet. Restore the proletarian dictatorship. Heck yeah. You will switch to Soviet Russia. Boris Sturner dies. Memory of death. Appointing a prime minister. We gonna crush us. Yeah, Russia needs but one ruler. We'll do it alone. Heck yeah. May have changed it since like 5 versions ago. Russia, these events look familiar to me, having played Russia before. God, I remember steamrolling in a multiplayer game as Russia. It was so fun. I was unbelievably overpowered. Germany got absolutely destroyed. Because I managed to snowball the economy just absolutely out of control. You can get a lot of political power if you do the right kind of totalist takeover. Not totalist, paternal autocrat takeover. One plays the left, ending up as a right-wing dictator. There goes more stability. We are intentionally forming a right-wing dictatorship to try and get the left to revolt. We need to give them prodding, you see. It's all part of the Galaxy Brain plan, you see. First, to kill the right, you must become the right. This is the logic we're running by. So we'll see if we can trigger this civil war here. Soviet Union is boring. Well, we're basically only doing the civil war, and then we're going to build up and, you know, try and take on the Kaiserreich. Doesn't sound boring to me. Yeah, exactly. Who cares about Afghanistan? Have they updated this tree much? It looks different to me. That bit looks familiar. I may just have not recalled this part. Russia's overwhelming. Like 3 games straight in the nose patch, seen basically solo the entire International. It was already crushed Germany. Yeah, Russia is beastly. 6G chess. But in terms of am I back, my voice has held up for this so far. which is all right. I mean, you know, it's pretty good sign, gotta say. Reorganize the internal police. We've unlocked a focus tree at last. Reintroduce these guys. Gives more stability. We don't want to give more internal stability. We want to bring this whole place down, burning down. How can I do that? Taking no focus, it looks like. So no one in chat knows how to get the commies, huh? That's a shame. Are we paying the Brest of Tosk still? All right, Soviet threat. Okay, continuing instability. Yes. In the case of a further weakening of our power, they may rise up. So how do we weaken our power? That is the question. The game is running really, really badly. Well, there goes the... Good, that's proving that the Civil War over there doesn't always crash the game. We could now tag switch to these guys. So we can actually play as what we wanted to play. It's been a while. Alright, here we are. Exactly as we intended. We are now the communists. Cool. Any fun decisions we can do? The Chinese National Revolution. Mobilize the units in other provinces. Okay. We still got the army reform to do. Don't forget to turn on autosaves. They're already on. I will save now, though. Okay, so gain access to the sea. We have to get a port. And then we get some more guns and some stability. Jolly good. Secure this province. If you control these provinces, you gain their ownership directly and increase by 3 stability. Okay, so we got to gain... We can mobilize, mobilize, mobilize. Where are the control ones? Like, does it not highlight where these are? Fujin. Oops. Fujin. Fuzhou? No. Fujin. Why is this not working? Is it because I have the wrong thing set here? Nope. So much for Control F. How about gun? That one works. Was I misspelling it? Okay, we've got to control this province. That's not too hard. Okay, we've got so far militia and infantry. Are those the only 2 unit types we have? Yes, in effect. Okay, and they are both, you know, obviously complete garbage. We've got a little bit of infantry equipment left. So let's... Oh, I can't. Those are locked. Alright, well, I guess we'll train some of these then. Production-wise, we have no factories. Sweet. Look at the event. It's now in the game. So it is. Thank you very much. Much obliged. This province. Okay. Well, wish me luck. We'll try and secure this river line, I guess. We don't have enough units for proper securing of anything, really. He's going in there. That's good. He's there. He's there. You should come over here and secure our flank, then. We'll endeavour to cut off and destroy this division. You can move in there. I'm guessing we don't have an air force. Excellent. All right, rock and roll. Speed 3. He's holding steady. He's going in there. We're going to have to make, you know, big plays for control here. So, I mean, try this. Moving nice and quick through these units. There goes the port under our control. I would love it if we could break through here. We've got a dockyard, even if we don't have any military factories. Sure, make some convoys. White sun over China. The people in Longyang were long surprised when a young American man appeared and walked through the capital of our revolution, asking locals questions about their life and our struggle. While his inquisitive behavior seemed completely spontaneous. Edgar Snow, an American journalist based in Shanghai. Today's book hit stores. Scoop of the century. Oh, cool. We are apparently popular in the West. Let's move you round. Something else has happened. What's this? Nice. Okay, so he is now having trouble over here. The Nanjing clique. So hopefully this guy will distract some of his forces up to the north. Really having trouble breaking him here. The capture of the port is significant. Him moving up is worrying. I was hoping I could catch them all here Join this attack. Good. Another marshal. This marshal here backing those guys. Okay. We are going to cut them off here. We're going to gain control of this state. We still have many days for that. We just need to get 50 political power. Are we doing a focus? Yeah, what will this do? It'll give us political power. Sweet. Okay. People's Revolution. Edward Snow's a super interesting character. Oh, he's reality. Cool. From your hometown. He wrote The Red Star over China. Basically, it was basically that, but in IRL. About the communists when they were recovering from the Long March. Oh, that's interesting. Hit him here. He's moving in here, so I gotta move in here as well. Or maybe we just try and consolidate by breaking them here. Is that mountains? That is mountains. I did not know this. Then you better go here. Can we get there first? Okay, nice. It looks like the south has split off. Currently they're at peace. It's annoying. My encirclement has kind of gone to hell. And then in the north, why did I get control? Oh, yes, because we accomplished that one, which meant we got full control of the province. So now we just have to maintain pressure while we try and kill these guys. They are in the mountains, but they now have no supply. He's recapturing up there. Guangzhou is under threat, but not yet captured. It's unfortunate. And you get up here and we'll try and... Why can't I go here? It's odd. You join the offensive here so we can get this guy with the encircled penalty. China is dividing into 18 provinces. In Kaiserreich, each province is a bunch of states, usually 3. If you want to control all the states of the province, you can call the provinces through a decision. Okay. Province names don't match up with the state names. Understood. Send volunteers from the commune. Thank you. Military factories. Thank God. Yes, please. Infantry equipment. Do I have any civilian factories? Yes, one of them. I think it actually is going to be a good idea to import some steel with our one factory. Even though that means we won't be able to build anything. This is a problem. There's more and more people amassing here, but the battle for the city is almost won. Go straight in here. This, I'm not sure how well we can maintain this pressure. They do have zero supply. It's good that they don't have access through the legation cities. This is why it took them like 3 years to make a proper China update. Yeah, it's pretty complex. Can't deny that. It's fun though. I mean, it seems fun. Oh, we didn't appoint any generals. I'm an idiot. Mountain fighter. Heck yeah, absolutely. Don't need to even look at the others. You. Cheap promotion cost. I want the infantry leader. You. We don't have any command power yet. Come on, just break them here. I could try and push into the mountains as well. We could hold these mountains against them. Things in the north aren't looking great. They're not at war with Shandong this time. Ah, but Huan clique has defected. This is good. Okay, yeah. You come in here and then cut this way. Oh, actually, you go here and cut this way. You go here and cut this way. Okay. Come on, break him. This guy is not going to be able to hold. If I stop, where are you trying to go? That way. Okay, you two stop. Get around here. We're going to try and hold them here in the mountains. It's going to be difficult, though. We need this place to fall. Roughly in the next 49 days, which shouldn't be too much of an ask. Can we forge alliances? There's a possibility that China from the south declares on you. Yeah, I thought that might happen. He's wounded. Which one of you is that? You? Should probably swap him out then, to be honest. You can help out for a bit. Recall generals. He stayed in India. Ooh, okay, that's probably good generals. We'll get them back. We're researching stuff. Okay. Let me know as soon as I can rush deploy these boys. So we've won that attack finally. That's good. Drive the men into the mountains as fast as possible. This is hills at least. Try and hold there. Move up here. Let him leave, and then we'll take it from behind. Good. You should have an attack plan, of course. Okay, good. That gives us control of this state. You. You are urgently required up here. Okay, so we've got the base government. Now, negotiate with Juan Clique. Decision will show up once we have completed the first Congress. Okay. Legal code. Integrate precisions. Okay, we can integrate stuff faster once we've got that. Get a military factory. We can begin expeditions. Second. Get some more command power. Gain an infantry division template. And a cavalry... We gain a cavalry... Oh, there's a unit. We get one infantry template. I mean, that unit. That's pretty freaking valuable. I honestly think that's going to be the most valuable right now. We also should now have enough for this. Yes. Okay, but if I can control more provinces, we can launch those. Do we want to get these advisors? I don't know how good they are. When did your voice recover? You sound much healthier. Well, typically it does sound fine for a long time, and then it just goes. But we're not playing for that long today, so maybe it won't get so bad as to sound bad. Democracy has been restored. Those guys are holding pretty well. That's good. Let's bring you in here. Make those beta fighting retreat into here so they arrive with very low stuff. Organization. But yes, my voice is not so bad these days, which is nice, of course. More war propaganda. War sport's already fine, to be honest. I don't think we need that. What we need is to take Nanchang. This battle is we should win pretty handily, because they have actually no defense, and my defense is dramatically exceeding their attack. That's good. Oh, we're losing this now, though. Didn't we have another unit here? You better come back. We obviously can't lose that. So yeah, if we can control here, we can mobilize 2 militia brigades in the liberated zone. So I mean, I could risk it, right? I could send this guy just like this. Well, I mean, yeah, sure. Let's give that a go. Recall them, you're going to have 50 political power anyway. Yeah, go on then. Let's see. I mean, they might be really good. Pius II has died. Yeah, they're just going to re-up those attacks. As long as they don't support from the north, those attacks are not going to go anywhere. Oh, maybe they are. I mean, it's so risky, obviously, to send him in here. I want you to stay there. Don't leave. Welcome back. Oh, we actually gained a brigade. Nice. No, you can't let them leave, unfortunately. Your job is to take Nanchang. And is he good? I mean, he's not terrible. And do we get a general? Doesn't look like it. You guys could do a final stand. What's that cost? It's only 7 for the whole lot, so we could probably do that. Yeah, that attack is obviously not destined for greatness. We are slowly breaking them here. And as long as we're managing to hold. There's our volunteers. Exquisite. Dwight Falcon is now hosting you. Thank you, Dwight. The absolute joy when gaining 1 crap brigade. Look, you got to treasure what you can get in this life. Someone else declare war on these guys, please. These guys are not doing very well. I need you to throw your hat in. Well, that's handy. It's going to help crush this guy faster. There's that attack. Okay. Time to try and break them here. Multiple attack penalty. You're down to 5 attack. It's pretty brutal. We have the initiative. That's nice. If you could, yeah, get up here and actually do something, that would be superb. He's moving in here. That's, yeah, it's a problem. Let's try and cut him off. It's hills as well, so not too bad to hold. If we can wipe out these divisions, it's not as important as taking Nanchang, though. Welcome home, comrades. Level 3 general, and some more manpower. Not that manpower is a huge issue right now. I think you should get over here. Maybe over here, actually. Okay, they've stopped attacking. No, okay, we need to wait for them to drive themselves all the way down to 0 organization, and we can just quickly kill them. We don't even need to retake the tile. This attack is going better and better. International Congress. That, obviously, is totally unacceptable to no events, so we'll have to pull back from here. in order to stop that happening. It's going to take him 2 days to get there. It's going to get 3 days. Good. Okay, got them here. Damn. Head south. We need to take those guys out. There's that. Regional militias. Spawn 2 militia divisions. Or long... So, short term, long time. Short term. Absolutely. One more here. Good. We need to plug this gap. Damn, they're going to take the mountains. It's frustrating. I should have pinned. Why didn't I pin, dude? It's unfortunate. We also get guns from that event. Yeah, that is useful, for sure. We've got a lot of guns tied up in these guys right now. Isn't it higher to deploy in this mod? No. We've got 3 more divisions very nearly out. That's gonna be the tide turner right there. It's gonna be very valuable. Let's try for a push here. Nice, we did trap them. Stop that. Get in here. Okay. 2 more divisions. Get here. Get on the line. Just prep for a moment. Yeah, okay. One of you can go over here. Strengthen the northern line a bit. We've broken one of their divisions here. That's exquisite. I really don't want them to cross this river. How long until you get there? 3 days? Get there in 1. That's good. Now, if one of the other Chinas declares on us, it's going to be tough. But we'll see. We'll see. Volunteers getting in here is going to be valuable. 6 to 10. Wow. Okay, that's a nice division. I mean, compared to ours. Okay, you've prepared enough. Get in there. How long until you get there? 7 hours. Yeah, cavalry. That's the problem. Okay, you move in here. You retreat north. You hold here. Okay, you put some pressure on them. Give them the multiple combat penalty. They shouldn't be able to cross the river with multiple combats. Does mean I'm giving up this province, though. They're going to win that fight. But if we have the river... Give me that division. I mean, I'm going to just try and push them back over the river, I guess. Okay, he's here. Good, you can stop. Finish off that division. We made great progress driving them back here. Which is very nice. What happened there? The attack just halted for some reason. You guys, just both support attack. That's fine. Okay, let's force the attack here. And then we can try and push up to Nanchang. With a bit of luck. With a bit of luck. So there's other streams that you want me to do. I'm away all next week, but then I'm going to try and do a bit more streaming. And we'll see how it goes, voice-wise. Other streams I have planned. NC Japan is obvious. It might be railroaded, such that it's just pointless to try and play. But we'll see. It may not. MIOU multiplayer? Absolutely under no circumstances. Okay, now they have no organization. Should be able to quickly wipe them out. Good. No, you can go here. You can stay here. Let's see if we can push them back. We can. That's exquisite. So very unfortunate we lost that mountain tile. If we could cleave them a twain, that would be excellent. Let's have you come in here. No, under no circumstances will I try and host a Mio and Plexus multiplayer. The only successful one I've ever heard of had the devs like actively recoding it to make it work. Japan is still pretty fun. You just did a run. If you learn together, you can get the memeiest person on the planet in charge of Tibet once you conquer China. I said NC Japan. Or maybe I didn't say it, but I meant to say it. By the way. So, if that changes your impression of that campaign. The return of NC. Heck yeah, baby. Because NC Japan with the new naval mechanics would be really challenging. I think it'd be quite fun. You start with a fair amount of China. I don't know if the Soviets declare on you. Obviously, if they do, it's going to be pretty tough. Still some graps in the Nanjing lines. I know. But I'm hopeful we can take this tile. Do I move him up here? Yeah, rather than trying to hold here. And we're trying to push for the encirclement, obviously. It's no master stroke. But that's what we've got to work with. Holding this tile essentially grants no value. We'd rather be holding here. So let's send him in here. We've got that tile locked down. Did we actually touch that tile? No, let's try and hold here then. Didn't you micro the division of 8 leagues to attack into that province just before clicking on the attack? Yes, I did. But then, you know, this is a different actual... Like, this is an entirely different run than the one we played as the league provinces. Because that one crashed. Yeah. What the Dark Lord says. It's only, you know, 2 provinces to get the encirclement here. We have the men to actually fill the line. This attack is faltering. Let's try and get some planning bonus. That's not going to hold. We'll leave the militia to hold here. You coming back on YouTube? Maybe. My voice is still not perfect. Like, I've only been streaming for 1 hour and 7 minutes. My voice still kind of hurts. Which is very, very bizarre. I honestly have no idea how I managed to do this to myself. But, I mean, you know, what are you going to do? Of course, I now have private medical insurance, so maybe I should go and see a GP who doesn't just say, oh, it's not life-threatening. That condition can't matter much. Why don't you take some ibuprofen? I love the NHS. Let's let you guys get some org back, then we'll send him in. That's a problem. Famine breaks out. Well, that's not good. Okay. Looks like Ano is actually going to fall. Which is a problem, because no one else is declaring on him. They're going for mobility in the southern front, it looks like. Shall I replace you? Now that we've got the other guys no longer injured. Oh, he actually still is injured. For the 48 days. Okay, we're holding okay all the way along this line. I mean, let's just make the play for the state so we can raise up the 2 militia divisions. And we'll have to shorten the line thusly to make that work. You obviously should immediately try and press north of the encirclement. Chinese soldiers eating dogs during the famine? I don't know whether that's just like a myth. The Chinese eating dogs, though, thing. Like, I have no connection for it. I also don't see the problem with eating dogs. But, you know, it's just me and my weirdly consistent moral positions. Alright, I think we're going to be able to hold all the way along this line pretty well. Pretty sure it's just a meme. Yeah, maybe. What face? What? I mean, they're just, like, they're less intelligent than pigs. Substantially so. I wouldn't eat my dog, obviously. Happens in a few situations. In other besieged cities. Yeah, I mean, like, fair play. In a besieged city, you eat anything that stops you eating humans, and then you know, eat humans too. This attack failing and then allowing us to attack back is going to be good. The committee's own. Nice. It's a cool name. Try looking at a corgi and then eating it. What? You're telling me that you think it's unethical to eat cute things? I mean, don't think I have to explain the problem with that kind of moral stance. They're being very passive up here. Maybe they're focusing their efforts up here. Anyway, weird conversation to be having, I realize. How are the other Hoi streamers, by the way? Is it all the same people? There's the Soviet or Russia revolution. Are all the same people doing the same kind of stuff? Or has there been any kind of shake-up that I've missed? Tasty corky. The harvest of 36 has been bad. Divert new recruits to get some moral training in the fields. Lose some war support. But less stability, less political power. Yeah, that's fine. When will they learn? Is the event pop up for the Second Russian Civil War? That's pretty funny. You help out here. See if we can take them out of those hills after they've just launched a failed attack. Always the nicest time to strike. Might be able to punch here. Okay. Save in. Good, good. Just Jane things. How many Janes are there left these days? Regional militias. Nice. Tigress battalions. Gets an event. Sure. Here are my 2 militias. Thank you. Plug the gaps in the east. Perfect. And continue to press north. With almost reckless abandon, we shall press north. And in here. Good. You can stay there. 6 million Janes. Wow. I mean, it's important to remember just how freaking many people there are in India. Like, I think I read recently that India has the most Christians of any country on the planet. Someone check if that's true. Like, that's crazy if that's true. It might not be true. I read it on Reddit, I believe, so, you know. Grain of salt the size of a house. If it's unethical to eat cute things, there are going to be some very unhappy girlfriends and wives in the world. Ouch. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good line. I don't usually read the more saucy lines in chat, but that one's pretty good. I have to admit. That's unfortunate that we can't break them. There's Nanchang. Excuse me. How do I not control this state? I do control the state. Oh, I have to control 2 states for it. Balls. What's the other one? Zhangyang. This one. Okay. Press on immediately across the river then. That will also serve the function of cutting off the south. You hold that offensive. This guy going east is pretty bad, so you can move in here and cut us off. This attack going better is good though. United States is the highest Christian. What are the numbers for China versus India? 30 million Christians in India. All right, yeah. I told you. That's why I wanted it. That's why I wanted the stat checked. I told you. What do you mean you're not sure where I got the stat from? I just told you where I got the stat from. I got it from Reddit. Hence why I wanted you to check it. See, yeah, he is a problem. A problem I don't really have a solution to. He is also a problem. And likewise. I think I have to fall back here. Or we make the bold play. That's a problem. Probably just made up. Yeah, quite possibly. At least we can hold this mountains. Actually, we can hold those mountains quite easily. So let's leave someone in Nanchang. Nanchang, sorry, not Nanchang. Different city. What? How'd you get there so fast? Oh, that's real bad. Well, at least we have some supply in the city. About 200 million Muslims in India. Yeah. Or roaches, as their lovely president would call them. Is he a president or is he prime minister? I'm not a fan of Modi. Anyway. Pretty sure the US stat is no longer true. Lots of people identify as Christian. Basically is assumed as a default. Yeah. This is true. I don't know how the US census works. Also, it depends what kind of definition of Christian you're using, right? Like, should you allow people to self-identify as whatever they want without it kind of meaning anything? Some would say no. There's no other practical way of doing it, of course. But Modi's prime minister. Prime minister, that's it. They just ask you what religion you belong to. Yeah, but do they ask people or do they ask head? Like in the UK, the quote-unquote head of the household fills out the survey. So like when I lived with my dad, when I lived with my parents, my dad would fill out the survey. Oh, that's bad. Go and seize the city. Relieve pressure on that unit. As a matter of urgency, we must relieve pressure on that unit. So, like, if your dad, if your dad has, if you're a father and you had 3 atheist children, but you're Christian, you'll be like, no, they're still Christians, they're just confused, and then you fill it out that way. So, it's another way the stats could get squirrely. Can you go directly from this province to this province? Yes. Okay, well, at least we're going to break these guys out. That's good. Then we can try and hopefully sweep through this province, get those extra militias. break them here to relieve the pressure on this guy, who can then take the port. Hold here long enough to take there. Okay, there we go. Taking this area. Cut them off. Across the river. Push them back to the river. Good. UK was supposed to be switching to an individual census. They delayed it till 2020. From the census 2020 till about 2030. Okay. 2021, 2030, 2031. It's interesting. I didn't know that. Thank you. I mean, the kind of household census, in some ways makes sense because, you know, it's compulsory to fill out the census, but it's kind of boring. So the less work you make it for people, then the more likely they are to actually fill it out. But I don't know, it's a bit tricky. Rally public support, improve party popularity. Don't need to do that. Demonetized because we brought up religion. I'm never demonetized on YouTube because I don't swear all the time and put Hitler in my thumbnails. Although the Armchair Historian did post a really funny picture the other day that I actually just totally misunderstood when I first looked at it. Which is he did one version of a video where he said he called it something like World War II from the German perspective. And then on the second one, a thumbnail of Hitler. And on the second one, he did a World War II from the Minecraft perspective, and the thumbnail was like a picture of Minecraft. And the Minecraft one got demonetized, and the other one didn't. And they had identical, content in the videos. So that was pretty funny. Division template. We have one which is like 4 infantry, and one which is 6 militia, and one which is 4 militia. We haven't changed the infantry templates at all. We don't have the equipment to even begin to attempt that. That is a problem right there. Right there. Please don't let them cross. You need to get yourself over here immediately. Oh crap, we lost Nanching from the north. It's real bad. When you say war, you get insta-demonetized? No, this is obviously false. Well, at least we can unencircle this division. UK census is officially compulsory. Almost no one gets prosecuted for not filling it in. Yeah, that makes sense. Happens to Alex Rambler and Drew Durnall though. What happens? You can't say they got demonetized because they had said war, and therefore you get demonetized when you say war. This is obviously not a good line of logic, because it's very easy to counter by saying, but I say war all this freaking time. And I haven't had a video demonetized since 2018. Haven't uploaded one in like 3 months, admittedly. Alright, there we go. Freed. Nice. Listing cases where something has happened doesn't demonstrate that it's an ironclad rule when I can list one case where it hasn't happened. Alright, we could try and move in here and encircle them there. I was really hoping that event would fire and give us some units. I don't know. You better stay there. Maybe we can cut in here. Anyone trying to speaking, sounding like they know what they're talking about what does and doesn't get you demonetized, is probably just lying, because no one knows. Damn, lost that division. How many men have we lost so far? 16,000. Oh, that's not good though. Capital's under here. I do not know what I'm talking about, yes. Well, at least you're honest. Alright, you gotta get up here. It's a matter of serious urgency. And you're gonna be a bit cheesy here. Do a last stand. You can observe trends and make guesses. Yes, that's why I said anyone trying to speak with authority. You can make guesses, for sure. So let me give you some information on trends. I've said kill, murder, genocide, death, so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. Like you might say in a Paradox game, or Stellaris especially. And it never gets demonetized. We need... What do we need? Radical socialists is what we want. So yeah, get some more radical socialism. Jolly good. Come down here. Fall back to here. You assist this. Holding here just about. Not going to take across there. You can put them in the title. That might be true, yes. So maybe that is a big part of it. This is falling apart, boys. It's all falling apart. Smaller fan base, so you might not attract the algorithm's attention. I really doubt the algorithm makes different decisions for videos that are more or less popular, especially because they introduced a lot of the demonetization algorithm because of videos that were wildly unpopular. Like during the whole apocalypse thing, the videos that people were worrying about were being watched by like 50 people. Plus, you'd have to code 2 different algorithms. That just sounds like excess work. Alright, you guys, we have to fall back from this little northern pocket here. There do seem to be more complaints about military history demonetization in the last couple of months. It's true, so maybe something's changed. Maybe now if I uploaded this because I said war and genocide, it would actually get demonetized. It's entirely possible. Excuse me. How goes it? Hi Jack, how you doing? It's going pretty well. Just losing the Chinese Civil War right now. Let's try and wipe these guys out. Finally. Ease up this front a bit. This is a problem. Hopefully I can get there in time. Hopefully we can finally kill these freaking cavalry. Alright, pull back, pull back. Any stratagems, chat? What do you think we should do? I'm not convinced there's a road to victory from here. But then again, I want NC. So, I really should never think that, should I? Pin them there. Move these guys in here. Give more traits to your generals. Very good idea. Very, very good idea. Entrenchment speed wouldn't be bad. Bonus attack. Let's get bonus attack. And let's get entrenchment speed. So we can try and, you know, throw up desperate defenses more quickly. Not die. Not sure there's a path to victory. Unless you're a Galaxy Bay in general. Or you get 2 people immediately declare on them. I mean, there is a road to victory from here. It's just going to be tough. I know I just said I don't think there's a road to victory. I would like to take that back. Come on, get out of the mountains. We just don't need to. We need to not fight the mountains. Try and get the defensive line a bit better in the mountains. Pull back from here, maybe. Taking out these guys is going to free up men to try and do another push. And if we can take Nanchang, that's 2 more divisions. It's a long friggin' name for a mortar. There was a particularly long name in there, wasn't there? You should be on this, by the way. We don't have any spare equipment, do we? We're definitely going to be burning through it. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I won't refuse an open tile as I see one. Oh, that's interesting. Pin them there. We might be able to get Nanching. Or if we wanted to go even more bold, we might be able to get an encirclement. You get in there and pin. You get in there and pin. You, once you've taken there, can move onto the main line. Get back here and then help with that. There's the 100 Workshops Arsenal. Seize German capital. 1,000 units of stuff. That's not bad. Okay, so we should try and back one of these guys. Like, if we could get this guy to join our side, that would be great. They're not left. These guys are more left-leaning, though, so let's go with them. Juan. Yeah. So let's try and negotiate with them. There's Nanching. Rally the militia units. It's 15 days, unfortunately. No encirclement, but still. Great stuff. Great stuff achieved by taking that. Let's get on here. Launch that offensive. Get in here. Get up here. I mean, you know, this front line is a lot more pleasant than it was a moment ago. And those extra couple of militia units could be very good. Stop doing the freaking rabbit message. Finally kill this bloody cavalry unit. Is he big or something? 3 to 5, not that big. You focus on just defending. Good. Turned it around. Nanchang is holding. Ooh, they've left an opening. No, they haven't. You can get in here, try and defend that. Maybe we can get their anti-pocketing AI to kick in. Move out of here. Hold there, hold there. Good. Okay, once again. Left a hole. See if we can exploit it. They're moving out. Should be able to move in to defend there in time. Actually running out of steel? How? Why is it not getting delivered? We don't have enough convoys. Okay. Hey, France. Sponsor of international communism that you are. Can I have some convoys? How about some guns? Insufficient equipment. Fair enough. Hey, Baratia. Modify the incoming lend lease. Could I have... You have a deficit. Could I have some fuel? No, it doesn't look like it. Not that we actually have anything that uses fuel right now. Come on, kill the damn cavalry. Okay. There's the encirclement. That's pretty strong. We're holding in mountains up here. Okay. Still insufficient resources to the convoys. But that's really good. That's really very good. Okay, let's change this line up a bit. So it's actually more easy to keep people in the places I put them. They're reorganizing the line in the north. Finally going to kill this freaking cavalry. You guys take him there. You guys put pressure on there. We can abandon this tile and we can take that nice and easily. Good. Alright, you take these mountains. By the way, I know this is not news to almost anyone, but Into the Breach is really fun. Been playing that a bit recently. Let's move in here. 2 towed artillery a month? God, you flatter me. Trinkets and baubles. I can just take that real quick. Okay. Okay. There's our extra militia. Don't let that tile fall. Keep moving on up. Moving on up. Making good progress here. If one of the south guys declares on us, obviously we're just totally screwed. But if one of the south guys joins us, it's practically a stomp. Cease that attack immediately. Excuse me. Okay, moving in here. Well, you want to move down a bit. This attack's faltering. We'll add strength from the north. And we'll add strength by, yeah, huge gap in their center. I see it. We'll see if we can exploit it. I guess they're focusing their efforts on the north. Nice! And this guy in the north has managed to regain a little bit of ground. It's good news. Take out these 3. They must be losing numbers. Well, they've still got quite a lot of men. I guess they're all deployed trying to crush this river. That is a lot of divisions. Could cause trouble. At least we're holding them in the mountains. There's your first victory. Just have them abandon half the front line and the initiative. Yeah, I mean, it's not good. This is a kind of concentration of force that you don't normally see, though. I'm glad we're in the mountains here. See if we can get this pocket secured. At least seriously slow these guys down. Done. Just got to us in time. You can come in here then. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. But might be able to keep pushing north with a bit of luck. I've got all the Kaiserreich music mod, you know, extra music mods on, by the way. In case you're wondering why there's music you may or may not have heard before. No, that's not the smart way to play this. This is a smart way to play it. Crushing towards Hangzhou. We held in the mountains. It's pretty darn nice. You get up here, you keep pushing in. I would, of course, like to be the one that takes Nanking for myself. We'll see if that's going to be possible. You can attack here from here, can't you? Yeah, right, you guys. Across the river. No, stay there. Stay there. Good. Yeah, I mean, there's problems in this region, but they're not all mine. There's that pocket potential again. That's not good. Keep coming up here. Okay, still holding the mountains. Finland has joined the Reichspakt. With the threat of Russia seeking to reclaim its European territories, it's consolidated the relationship with the Reichspakt. Cool. It's a fun little pop-up. That's not in the vanilla, right? They've added that in. Good old Hoi Ford's moddable UI. Soviet music in the background is highly appreciated. It is appropriate, huh? Something's happened. Please not China. Another China declaring on me. Please not. Oh, okay. Clashes with the being clique. We can declare war. We can bide our time. I mean, you know what? Sure. Why not? There's no biding our time. The people need to be liberated, and they need to be liberated now. That is a problem. Why not declare another war? What could go wrong? Exactly. I mean, we're barely winning the previous one. My thinking of why to declare war there is, you know, bypass. Nice. Is, we're not going to have much of a border with them. They don't have very many troops. You know, just as many as me. We can just get here. We're on a good road to that decision. We want to wipe out these guys. Stay there. There comes his attack. These guys have no supply up here, so that's good. We're getting so thin in the east. Let's bring these guys over here. Civil war in Siam. This is Kaiserreich after all. 3 dockyards, eh? Sure, try and make some more of this with no steel. Naval designs. No. Modify governments. Could go to war economy. Give us, you know, a couple more factories. Could raise from volunteer only. Select from one of our many options here. Commando doctrine right now. 50% night attack is pretty good. I mean, that's 7.5% attack, basically. Oh, that's 10% attack. I kind of need the political power, though. There's construction 1. Give me that concentrated, please. Naturally. That's a problem. War between Anking and Left Kuomintang. Who? Or is that us? Yes. Do you have a focus for total mobilization? Maybe. I don't know. I haven't looked. Not that I can see. Maybe it's somewhere down here. I don't know. If you know which one it is, then by all means. But I'm just going to focus on microing these attacks because I like microing attacks. Hopefully he can hold until the reinforcements arrive. Cease that suicidal attack. Incidents in Wenzhou. Uh-oh. Severely lacking compared to meticulous sets and line of advance drawn around here. Okay, Wangzhou. Anti-foreign riots are spread. No good. Okay. You guys need to retreat. Get yourself over here. Plug some of these gaps. It's a matter of some urgency. You have now got a planning bonus and full organization. Sudden change of plans. Fortunately, your planning bonus still helps. Plans are invaluable. Planning is everything. Okay, you are going to be there in a day and 6 hours. So let's see if we can pin you and get some defense in there instead. Might be able to break him. So we've done this, which unlocks a decision to negotiate with them. Allegedly. But not really. Just kidding. Okay. Integrating stuff's easier. Repatriate the warlords. Try and Lenging as well. I feel like we should definitely try and negotiate with both of them. I think there's a research slot. This is not a research slot. It's you join a military coordination one, unless it's one of these. No. Declared war in the Indo-Chinese Union. Okay, good to know. Reds being opposed by the Kaiserreich. No surprise there. City sits open. By all means, seize it. Oh, they have exactly the same flag. I thought it was confusing that I could see these guys here. This guy's under serious trouble. See if we can get him there. Indochina has declared independence. Okay. Break them. Break them on all fronts. Rural literacy program. That's what gets you the research slot. Okay. I'll have a look. I'll have a look. Rural literacy. Ah, here. Nanjing clique must not exist. Okay. Well, that is, I do see the path to that now. So. That was a good voice line. I do see the path to that now, so I'll see what I can do to accomplish it. And once you're done with that defense, obviously just crush in there. Same with you. Communists in the south and reactionaries in the north? Yes, it's true. They weren't reactionaries, the Vietnamese government, were they? I mean, it's not like they were set up in opposition to the communists. They predated them. I mean, some of them predated them. They were also deposed several times by the Americans during the war, so I guess the later ones could be called reactionary. I would like to be the one to capture this province. It would be very nice for my continued control of the region. Oh, that's interesting. Zhangling clique has gone to war over here. Okay, good to know. The South Vietnamese was pretty much created as the anti-communist regime. I thought the government predated the war. From whom did the North Vietnamese rebel? Was it not the Vietnamese government, which was a French puppet government? Like a pre-existing French puppet government? Maybe we should go war economy. But these decisions are going to be really valuable. Obviously, these guys are going to be a problem. They rebelled against French colonial rule. Yeah, so I'm assuming there was a local Vietnamese... When I say local, I mean like a government run by people picked by the French. Maybe the French. They had no puppet government. It was a directly controlled colony. Ah, okay. Yeah, reactionary is a very fair term then. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I'd really like if I was the one that took Nanjing. If we can just stabilize this line, we'll have many more to put against Anqing. It's Anqing, right? I'm assuming, because of the QCH thing. These extra guys in here. I think we're going to be in pretty good shape, you know. Start taking land up here. Nice. After they lost Canada, the French lost interest in the whole colonial autonomy thing. Oh, that's interesting. He's wounded. No. Maybe we can go back to the other one now. Have you healed up? Yes, good. Bring back the Mountaineer. Alright, and here now we're up against this guy. He's got some decent divisions right there. If they would just leave, that would be I'd be much obliged. Trying to break out of their little pocket. Hopefully he can be prevented from doing so. Perhaps we can cut up here. And you can get in here and take here. Push up to the river. War in the Arabian Peninsula doesn't really concern us. See if we can push up. Just seize this river line would be really, really valuable. You can stop. Go and help defend. You can come in behind. So we can break one of them and then give the other the encircle penalty. Struggling to break them in the... I mean, it's at least we've got forest and mountain lines still to work with. Let's see if we can try hard to break them here. If they're just going to throw themselves here, it's going to be really good. This is such a micro-heavy war. This is how literally every war I've ever played in Hoi 4 works. This is just how I enjoy playing the game. And it's vastly more efficient to play this way as well. Which doesn't hurt. I really want to be the one that takes Nanjing. It's going to be tricky to accomplish though. We'll see. I'm going to focus on the offensive rather than putting him to try and close this pocket. We're still losing equipment. I'm going to get rid of the guys at basic training so we can use what few guns have been designated to them for our own benefit. Please don't be a South China state declaring war on me. No, Belgium has declared independence. We should totally do a game as Belgium. They have a national focus tree now. Yeah, we should totally do a Belgian campaign. I'm actually tempted to make a really bad decision today. I have a corporate off-site event starting tomorrow. Tempted to not sleep and play Hoi instead because I'm really enjoying this. But I know I'd be a terrible idea. Belgium is hard to play. Yes. Yes, that is why I like the idea of playing as them. Are you new, by the way? How do I say your name? Poet? Is that meant to look like poet? And I'm not trying to say that sounds a bit like an insult. Now I listen back to myself. It's not what I'm trying to do. When I say are you new, I'm just curious because Richard. All right, we'll go with Richard. That's easier to say. Just because you say, you know, that's difficult. And I'm kind of renowned for trying exclusively What a dick. I'm kind of renowned for playing exclusively difficult campaigns. It's kind of my thing. Our Island Kaiserreich campaign was great. We did it solo and we conquered the whole world. It was really fun. Oh god, every time I see a declare war, I'm just like, please not me, please not me, please not me. What's easy good for, am I right? Exactly. Exactly. These attacks are not bearing fruit, my man. Alright, pin them there. Seize the capital. They must have men here and here, otherwise these guys would have crossed, but still. Belgium declared independence and then joined the Reichspakt. Well, I mean, that's one way to do it. Red Belgium could be fun. And then turning on France. Good, we're in. You guys hold the offensive. Get in here. Push the line, push the line. Don't need you to go back there. Let's go here, see if we can seize their city. Oh, they haven't got anyone in the capital. Could go badly for them. Pin him. Let's wipe these guys out. Bring 3 guys up to the front. Christy comes back after 4 months and is now suddenly a commie. Very suspicious. Yeah, how can you tell it's really me? Maybe I'm just a communist sent to replace me. Just quickly help them. There. I can send you north. Hold the offensive. That capital taking is not going to work just yet. This still might, though. Christo soundboard, reveal yourself. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. That's quite funny. Which is the last one I need here? That's not right. Quaintang. This one here, okay. I really like the Chinese voice lines. I really like... Oh, hey, we win against these guys. Yoink. Yoink. Done. Pause. Okay. You guys. I need you to rapidly redeploy this defensive line, please. And some of you as well. You can continue on your original path. Good. Speech time. As the red sweeps across the coast, all of China shall soon recognize that the people's revolution will not be stopped by guns. Because behind this mask is an idea, Mr. Creedy. And ideas are bulletproof. Or something to that effect. The An Qing is defeated with the capitulation of the remaining clique forces. We have finally bested one of our competitors for control of the 5 eastern provinces. Yeah! And we got that done, which is supposed to have unlocked a decision, but hasn't. And we can now integrate these guys, but we need full control over them. Okay, so what about this negotiation thing? Where's that at, huh? Okay, small provinces 50, medium 80, large 110. Province integration takes 90 days. During integration, you lose some political power. Current cost of speeches and concessionary integration. What is concessionary integration? And 3 principles of the people and Sun Yen Sen and all that. Unfortunately, I don't know what the 3 principles of the people are. I should, because they're on in the focus tree for China in normal Hoi. I believe they are. But yeah, I was saying, I really like the Chinese accent. Just in general. It sounds... I don't know, like how, you know how German, and I realize this is like a kind of dodgy thing to say, but you know how German kind of sounds aggressive? And I know Germans that have agreed with me on this point, so I don't feel too bad about making it. Chinese sounds... It sounds keen. Like, kind of excited to be a part of whatever they're saying about. Like, listen to this. Oh, that was a bad example. Huva. No, stop saying Huva. Say something else. See, there we go. He just sounds into it. Could just be the voice actor, of course. Could just be complete nonsense. It's just the voice actor. I don't know. Just often sounds keen. German sounds sexy, if you're being honest. I don't know. Nationalism, democracy, and welfare. Ah, that's cool. New focus. So allegedly this unlocks the decision, but I mean it didn't. This decision, oh okay, this decision will only show up once we've completed the first Congress, and there's a bordering tag. Excuse me, my bad. Okay, so this allows negotiation with the Sichuan clique, which is this one. Them of the source, I assume. Well, we could do with the provisional legal code first, and then we'll work on that. Give me another angle on that attack. You can get straight back in here. Okay, good, good, good. Looking pretty good. Polish sounds terrible. I'm not, I haven't really heard Polish spoken, to be honest. Like, almost ever. I've spoken to Poles, but I've never really noticed them to have a strong accent, really. That I can notice, anyway. Like Zeph. Zeph just sounds... Actually, I think the Polish accent sounds kind of German to me. Maybe that's just Eastern European, because I don't think I've knowingly listened to Lithuanian either. Excuse me. Maybe that's just the Eastern European accent and I'm not able to identify it properly. You degenerate. Look, I'm just not familiar with identifying Eastern European accents. I mean, Germany isn't Eastern European, but I don't have an accent. So that's probably why I thought you didn't have much of an accent. I mean, I did say that. As you'll recall, those were my exact words. You lived in Ireland for 14 years. This is true. I thought I remembered you not having much of an accent. Alright, what's our normal division? Is it these dudes? Yeah, sure. We'll train a couple of them. Poles, when you say they're Eastern European, what else would they be? Poland is obviously in Eastern Europe. Of course Poland... What are we talking about? Obviously Poles are Eastern European. Central? I basically think of Central Europe as exclusively Germany and Austria. They call themselves Central European. But like if you cut Europe in half, they'd be in the eastern half. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to make some kind of political point here. Luxembourg OP. Luxembourg is definitely not Central Europe. Bypass consolidate control. It's kind of not a good thing. Control the Central Railroad, yeah. I don't really want to seize German capital. Can I get here without seizing German capital? Yes, good. Because I kind of want to keep the Germans not necessarily against us until the French are openly against them. More mobilization of units, please. Yeah? It's in the top right, my dude. Amongst other things. So you're not going to capitulate, my dude? We've got your capital. I feel like you should probably capitulate. Let's go speed 5 while we get these militias and build up some planning bonus up here. You guys just help them crush out of there, please. Germany's not going to do anything about it? Alright, well maybe you're right. Maybe we should do that. But I think the provisional legal code is going to be very helpful. Now, everyone to the front. Slow it down again. Punch a hole in their lines. Finish them off. Do my militia get stood down at the end of the war? They probably do. It's probably a waste of political power. Oh well. Oh well. The dark eye is such a beautiful sound. I don't know what a dark eye is. Hey, we win. Get wrecked. Yoink. Done. Heck yeah. We can now start integrating. Yeah, do it. We can core them. We can still mobilize more units. It's good to know. We can keep doing the army reform because our defense still sucks. Yeah, let's start integrating. Oh, I should probably have waited until this finished. Oh well. New research slots. Yes, give us some basic freaking infantry equipment. And let's do concentrated ahead of time. I like to do that as mass mobilization, guys. I'm just going to quickly pop to the loo. I shall return in mere moments. Allow me to turn up the music. Returned. I don't have long, so let's see what the heck we can do. In the remaining time we have left of us. How are we ever going to get more stuff for them? With 5 military factories, it might be time to do this. I don't have long. Hit 1945. Yeah. So, I mean, Qing is obviously the main threat. Right now, we don't have the numbers to seriously oppose him. In order to really meme it up, we could just declare war on them. Right now, we can't justify war goals on anyone. So I guess we just put the men where seems. Spread them around, basically. Just generally kind of prepare ourselves. The Nanjing clique is defeated. With the capitulation of the remaining Nanjing forces, we have finally bested both of our competitors. The control over the 5 eastern provinces. Our control of the region is now secure. The only stray report of banditry. Challenging our authority from the staging area of the National Revolution. After secure a footing. Take over the country. Heck yeah. So we can mobilize more militia units. That's good. So what is our... So right now we have like a crazy lowered defense value. Is this correct? Doesn't show it as lowered. Maybe it's lowered when you're attacking the non-Chinese. That would be my guess. Music too loud? Ah, yes. Thank you for the reminder. Drop that down. No template for our support equipment. Yes, good point. So this is the only actual division we have. What's the police division look like? It's cavalry. Okay. So, 50 army experience. We would like support Port artillery. Engineers. Recons, I hear recon are not worth it. It is a significant increase in cost. Let's not go recon for now. And let's widen to 10 combat width. And let's make it clear that these are our proper divisions. And they're obviously prioritized. And you are my proper infantry. I like using these as proper infantry. Do we have any of them right now? No. You all the same? No. Okay, so you... Oh, you are much bigger. Okay. Maybe that's why I should build them. No, we need smaller divisions, to be honest. I think we're just going to keep the crappy divisions. We don't really have time to reorganize. Let's speed up time here and see how does this Congress thing start? That's pretty good. Does it retroactively shorten this integration? Let's see. No, that is a shame. Huey Long has become president. New focus. Large rent caps, more stability, more war support. Or expropriated landlords. Generally seems useful. Stability is valuable. The war support is less valuable, so I think we'll probably expropriate the landlords. I think we should probably do these, so we're ready to negotiate with everyone. Cooperate with them. Chinese Military Coordination Committee. It probably doesn't exist right now. Ooh, gain a civilian factory and some political power quickly. That's nice. That's good. That'll help us get these decisions done. You can only negotiate... You've got to do the focuses down below the control of the railways to get the Congress. Ah, here we are, the Congress, yes. After a decade overseas, the Central Committee, KMT, has returned to China in triumph. Now the initial war against the Nancy clique is complete, enough breathing room to reorganize. Upon signing this focus, a series of events will occur, depending on the relative popularities of different KMT factions. At the end of the chain of events, a new faction may take control. Okay, so we currently have powerful radical socialists. So the radical socialists will probably stay in control. And these guys will only get involved if they are already aligned with us. Is that right? Well, they're lefty. They're social democrats. These guys are social liberals. No one in the north is remotely liberal. What does this reform do? Is that military? Yeah. Radical socialists are bad. What should we be? Is this one? What's this one? Totalists. Here are some more militias. Jolly good. I think the Qing border is the most important to shore up right now. New decision. This one or this one? This one's probably got more factories in it. What about population? Definitely this one. It doesn't appear to have actually shortened the integration times, by the way. That focus. Okay, and we have to be up to 120%, and we can assume national leadership. Not really sure what that'll do. 2-gun Cohen. 5% encryption. Not very interesting. So we didn't get enough XP for the army reform, which is unfortunate. You can tell our alignments from the country screen. There's a Chinese factions button. They have increased factionalism. Does that mean they haven't chosen something? Click on your flag. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, there's us. We are leader of left. These guys... Going People's Government. Where are they? They don't ring a bell. Oh, right. In the south. They're new. Nice. They're KMT aligned. Fantastic. Fantastic news. Then, East Turkestan. Jesus, this goes a long way. Huan clique are currently unaligned. Mongolia are independent. Qing are unaligned. Everyone else is unaligned. Tibet's independent. Aha! Yuan clique. Aligned with me. Nice. I am KMT, right? This is LK. KMT is me. Just to confirm. Firm. Is that right? We're building a sieve right now. With our measly 8 factories. It's probably prudent. And then build a mill here. KI. Yuan can go right, KMT? But is KMT me? Just to confirm. KMT. I thought that was me. It would make sense because they're left-leaning. That's what this is. This is KMT. Okay. No more Lend-Lease. It's a shame. I liked getting those 2 pieces of artillery a month. Okay. Well, we'll just let time speed. God, they've made this mod run a lot worse than it used to. You can be the left wing of the KMT. Yuan can be the right wing of the KMT. Isn't this Yuan? No, this is Yuan, right. So when it just says KMT aligned, how do I know if they're aligned left or aligned right on KMT? Just by looking at them, I guess. So, we will control the Central Railroad. That's excellent news. And I guess I should do both of these. They're already aligned with me, though, so... I am going to do both of these, though. What are we doing with this? Just coring. Yeah. Cool. Why does it run so badly? No, I can close Discord. It's not going to make a huge difference, I can't imagine. You're the left KMT. There can also be a right KMT if they form. Then KMT aligned cliques will all have to choose between left or right KMT. But the right KMT doesn't have a leader at the moment, so they're just KMT aligned. Understood. Thank you. Very helpful, Richard. What's this north little bit? Oh, this is the directly controlled German area, as opposed to the legation cities. Understood. Now, I can get the literacy programs. I'm going to rush this, though. Tax the opium trade. I'm probably going to prohibit it. 5 consumer goods, though. It's pretty tough. Oh, it costs less. It's not faster. Understood. So what are my national focuses right now? Insurgent army. As the NRA transitions back to conventionalized army, this national idea will disappear. It's pretty nice, though. We have low popular support right now. Because we don't have the support to unify them under our banner. And we have National Revolutionary Army, which makes us worse. Because we're just, plebs. 4th Opium War time? Heck yeah. Bring it on, Britain. We are a low manpower. We're working on it. We are working on it. I am a bit annoyed that they've made Kaiserreich run so much worse. Oh well. Yeah, it's true. Wouldn't the fourth Opium War would have to be with Canada. I wonder if America's going to have their civil war soon. We're the only ones so far, right? Oh no, that's right. There's Soviet Russia still kicking off. Don't know why it's running worse for you. It's running better for me. Oh, Jesus Christ. OBS is using 30% of my CPU right now. Holy crap. Oh, I'm streaming at 60 FPS. That's a mistake. Because I was playing some of the shooters. Yeah, if we were at 30 FPS, it should be running better. Because right now let me check my performance here. Yeah, CPU is getting hogged by OBS. How do I have so little manpower, so much of China controlled? It's because we haven't called them. We're working on it. Should I save political power for this conference? Probably should. Let me just, if I give priority to Hoi over OBS, it might make OBS stop working. We shall see. It might make Koi run a bit better. Got some combos finally. Coring is a dumb mechanic when everyone speaks Chinese. What? Just because people speak the same language doesn't mean they would instantly, easily integrate into the administration and army of a foreign nation. Kind of foreign nation. It's not just an ideological difference. The administration has changed. It's a big deal. They've changed the name of AOG so it's even harder to pronounce. What does this do? After the Congress, you can prepare for war against Yuan and Sichuan. Okay. But we don't want to do that. We just want to negotiate. We're nice. We're peaceful negotiators. We've gained control within our region. Now we just want to negotiate. Excuse me. So how do we get the legation cities? That's what I want to know. Ooh, autarky. That sounds fun. Reintegrate northern China. Neutralize Russian imperialism. Liberate South Asia. Repay the syndicalists. Cool. Secure the northwest. Fate of the legations. There it is. There it is, rather. There goes the Indo-Chinese Union. RIP. Left ally in the east. Now the other guy is no longer injured. We'll bring him back. The Mingyan Civil War kicks off. Oh, can you get any more traits right now? No. Fate of the Glacians after you defeat Japan? Oh, crap. No. You just have to do the focus that means you're at war with Japan. You can negotiate with the government. Ooh, that would be great if we could bring them onto the leftist side. They have a sizable market liberal faction we might be able to sway. No other internal wars within China right now. Qing just desperately trying to bring things back under control, I guess. 7 mills. They do have a lot of mill factories compared to me. But I do have a lot of faith in my superior ability to play the game. In short. I'm going to keep building mills, which might directly contrast with me just saying I'm not bad at this game. But I'm going to keep building mills because I think the people we're going to hopefully integrate with these decisions have lots of sibs. Factions within Feng Tang China mean nothing because they're just proxy for their internal faction war. Understood. Unlike the Qing, I have a brain. It's true. It's true. I am a human. A human with a brain. See, there's our manpower. So my army strength has to get up to 120% to assume national leadership. But I don't know what achieving national leadership does. And lead the nation against foreign aggression. Huh. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that does at all. We're a little way off it anyway. Nothing we need to do with political power once we've done this. Save it up in case we need it for the, this, I guess. Why do I have to establish a naval presence before I can do a repatriated Congress? Service crowned new king. Should we do some economy stuff first? Some tech stuff first, or straight into this? What do you reckon, chat? I could do with tweaking this a bit. So we actually have one person on each child of the front. There you go. Should help. There's the reconcile. Economy. Economy. They're in exile, that's why it's repatriated. I see. So are we trying to negotiate? Okay, so we're not actually negotiating with these nations necessarily. We're negotiating with the exiled lefty types from those nations. Is that right? do like superior firepower. As in bringing the exiles home to form the government. Okay, so we're going to try and like form new governments inside the nations that are currently not left aligned. Excuse me for a moment. Alright, hello chat. My wonderful girlfriend has just delivered me my dinner. There goes the American Civil War. Cool. Oh, they've made it fire so these areas go instantly to Pacific States. It's interesting. So chat, you got to make a call. Do you want me to keep playing while eating? Or do you want me to end the stream? Because I dislike it when streamers eat while they play. But I leave it up to you. What would you like? One vote for keep playing. Food is for the weak? Well, then I am weak. One vote will carry it if no one else cares, by the way. Keep playing, keep playing. Alright. Alright. I'll keep playing. Why isn't strat view adjustments working? Why are they merging the tiles sooner? Give us that Christo food content. Canada declaring war on Panama. How on earth did that happen? Probably because of Costa Rica joining the Entente. That makes more sense. Enjoy your dinner, Richard. How the heck did that happen? Christo, it's been so long. I know. I know. Christo food ASMR stream. Definitely not. Hey Dylan, how you doing? I've missed you too. If by you we mean streaming. I am going to delay it just to do the rural literacy programs first. Lots of militia and uprising events in the Second American Civil War. Oh, okay. What's this mod? This is Kaiserreich. Soviets are just being beaten back. Getting there though. Ideally, of course, we'd be able to support the Russians more somehow. But we don't really have anything. I mean, could I send volunteers? I could actually. Here. Soviets, we stand with you. And possibly Panama as well. No, Panama doesn't have a good liberal government. Costa Rica does though. Liberal-ish. Not quite red enough for me. Maybe we shouldn't put someone to the Canadian syndicates. That war's going to drag on. Though we would really like the CSA to win. Yeah, we'll keep this guy. So we're going to kick this Congress off relatively soon. See what happens. In terms of factions right now. Oh, the Federalists have formed. under these guys, who are pretty weak. And I guess that's just the Japanese one. No one's aligned Federalist yet. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Indochina is TODT. I don't know what that means. Cochindochina pacification. What's Cochindochina? Oh, that doesn't look very pleasant. Could send it volunteers to Indochina? Yeah, they have fallen, sadly. I have sent volunteers to Russia. They are winging their way towards them as we speak. It's ready to deploy. Nice. I think that plugs the final two remaining... one more up here. We'll see. I thought it was the final provinces without actually any defense. Not quite, sadly. Hey, nice. Sparking Tide's ended. Some more free stability. And the Soviet Committee's own men have arrived in Petrograd. That's probably not where I want them. Get yourselves... Let's go and try and hold Moscow. And the Costa Ricans just get on the front line and help in the odd defense. The committee's own will hold Moscow. I believe in them. Can we take to the sea? Oh, they haven't got a port here. Then I guess we're going to try and hold Petrograd. We should probably stand on this side, it's more vulnerable. And once you're at the front, we may just throw you into them for army experience. We shall see. Unfortunate that we're not going to be able to go and help hold Moscow. Hopefully we can just be involved in a few defences up here, and then they capitulate before Petrograd falls. With a bit of luck. Soviets are holding pretty well. They're badly outnumbered. And Russia has a clear numerical advantage. They're probably more stable though. Yeah, dramatically more stable, more war support. The Russians tend to get more more volunteers as well. The Soviet supply up here might be a bit of a problem. Not sure how they're getting any. Apparently they are. Are we Chinese again? Yes, indeed. Chinese and munching. Minus 70 stability. Yeah, Russia is pretty... I mean, they have trouble. They're not in a good spot. Had you got before my stream as a guy making a giraffe out of Skittles? Okay. Interesting. Might as well join the attack here. Just for a bit of army XP. Soviet Russia wants to resupply their ships in our ports. Sure. We'll try some doomed attacks over here, just for the XP. Bit of a waste of lives, though. What do you mean, are we a Chinese? Are we a Chinese nation? Yes. Austria with Hungary, eh? It's interesting. Were you trying to unify by any chance? No, they hadn't been yet. Surprising. Seems like that Osterreich really didn't go very well. There's the final integration. There goes Moscow. Committee's own will not let Petrograd fall, though. This capital will hold. Over here, we're just getting easy army XP. Hungary declares independence a lot? Okay. Good to know. Syndicalist revolutionaries in Switzerland. Oh, yep, and they did indeed give it up to France. No early Second Weltkrieg then. There's another war in China with my clique. We could send some guys to Knutfi as well. There's our literacy program. I think we'll keep them actually, because we are going to do the first Congress now. A bit risky to send our men away. Just when we're going for a Congress to decide the fate. What are the campaign objectives? Well, I have to stop playing. Oh, it's only 8:06. I thought it was 9:06. Okay, we got a little while then. Good. What are the objectives? Glorious Red Tide spread across the world, as far as we can. Which will probably be China at most. Unite China, I guess would be it. But call to convene the National Congress. Many prominent members of the party have convened to discuss all matters in the state and organize the Kuomintang into a fully fledged government. Foundation of the Congress set up to organize the party into an official government. Subjects varying from reflection of past events to the status of syndicalist elements will be discussed at length. Goody. Meanwhile, we mobilize to our borders. But yeah, there aren't specific campaign objectives. It's just a short, fun stream. And we'll see what we can make it do. Votes on adopting the official history of the First Northern Expansion. After much build-up, the Revolutionary Army marched north against this lead in an attempt to unify our country. This failed. Many points have been brought up, such as the KMT lacking the people's support or intervention from foreign powers, specifically Germany. We should decide which of these arguments is more compelling. It's clearly imperialists and traitors. We're going radical socialist. Imperialists and traitors. It was nothing to do with the lack of popular support. We have popular support. Kuomintang. 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 Thank you. The question of ethnic autonomy. Much of China outside the 18 provinces has effectively become independent, and there are many ethnic separatist movements. Our goal is to unite all the territory of the old Qing back into a single Chinese nation. Would the adoption of federalized ethnic zones inside of Greater China allow for the security and allegiance of the non-Han peoples? No. China will be truly unified, no autonomous regions. I will start doing this even though it's really long. Kuomintang. Kuomintang, maybe. Okay. The question of syndicalist parties. The KMT's party program for developing China plans that only the KMT will be allowed to exist as a full political party for the period of political tutelage. As a precondition of syndicalist aid, we have made exceptions for the Chinese Syndicalist Party and several other minor urban syndicalist groups. Should syndicalist parties be given the exception on the ban on public recruitment? No. We will tutor the people in the ways of democracy. No one else may interfere with this process. Foreign volunteers. We can support the CSA with 2,000 guns. Ha, as if we have 2,000 spare guns. They've returned home, fair enough. And we are actually losing a defense up here. The status of the academy. New academy, or we will restore it? We will just restore it. That's fine. You guys. Last stand, boys. For the committee. For the Reds. For the glorious revolution. Hold the line. They're all going to die, by the way. Obviously. Direction of the NRA. Manpower is key to unifying China, or mobilization is key. Sorry, modernization. Manpower. The red tide will wash over all in our path. Okay. Good. So things ticking along there. Yeah, we're all gonna die in this last time. That's okay. Reflection on previous leaders. They were both good for China. Okay, so the two previous people, Chiang Kai-shek. Wait, he was a KMT leader in this timeline? Huh. They are both father and son of China. They oversaw the disaster of the Northern Expedition. They were good to China, but, you know, let's focus on the present. He was a KMT leader in OTL as well. What's OTL? He's right KMT. Okay. We're holding nicely. Our timeline. Could you not say IRL? Report on the Jiangfu government. The acting governor of the Fujian province in the Fuji zone for much of 10 years. Her administration has, however, created a form of locally run one-party democracy. An alternative vision. Adopt a token resolution praising her or officially recognize her experiment success. No, token resolution will do. I'm pulling a pro gamer move, huh? How am I losing organization when I'm on last stand? Anyway, we're going to retreat. Yeah, that's a problem. Review the War of the Five Provinces. The review of our current status, the National Liberation Zone, and its recent expansion out of Jiangfu after the last campaign has been drafted by the NRA. The general consensus is all about caution in moving north against the sea too soon. The majority of the NRA's old guard fakers focusing on reunifying southern China before daring to cross the Huai? I don't know. The young guard and their allies in the civilian AMT focus at war between essentially clique itself or Feng Tang. Focus on the inevitable war between their clique itself or Feng Tang. Okay. Regional unification. Okay, we get to remove some of our focuses. Either way, we remove insurgent army. Okay. We favor regional unification, for sure. We get less attrition, more entrenchment speed, more defense. Or less supply consumption, more defense. Yeah, we favor regional consolidation, for sure. Do we want to delete this unit so we can get the final, you know, the 72% of its men that still survive can come home? They bravely held out a few times in Petrograd, but after counseling the Soviets, election of the new communist, Wang's policy is always right. KMT becomes the ruling party. Add a bunch of people. Sweet. And we've completed the focus. So we've got a new party. More political power, trade goods, lower political power, more civilian construction, more infrastructure construction, less organization, more political power, more division infantry attack, and more recruitable population. It's pretty good. Yeah, you guys, now the Congress is over, it's time for you to return home. Assert independence from Beijing. Prepare for the second Northern Expedition, which is attack the Qing Empire, basically, and revive China program. Choose a Republican capital. Civil service. Build a national mausoleum. We're going to do some economy first. And meanwhile, should I not have decisions about negotiations? Yes, here we go. So we can negotiate with these guys because they are us aligned. Gets event order. If they agree to our requirements, we get the following effect. We annex them. Okay, let's try it. And then once we've done them, we can do yuan. And then we can perhaps move against these guys. Sun Fo splits the Mongquang faction. A pity. Okay, we're gaining 10% social liberalism. We're still 55% radical socialists, so that's pretty good. And we are Wang Jingwei now. Cool. What happened to my previous guy? Pay 50 political power for a sibling and a building slot. That's super strong. Ooh, that is good. Where's that? Revive China program. This one. Okay, very good to know. Thank you. I think I will do this. I kind of don't want to do these. Though we do need to get to insufficient rather than low. Well, I mean, it's not actually that critical. I do want to do this and then the land tax, but then we'll work on some of these. And then we might do some political stuff. Extra 100 political power is very useful. If used wisely. Add another unit. Okay, so. Amongst our men. We have some that are better than others. So. You have none of these, so they can go. We have some of these, so where are they? Likewise, we have some of these. These are good, so let's make them that simple. These guys are not good. Let's make them that simple. Those guys can basically go. Don't have any of those. Although I'll keep that actually because we might want to use them as cavalry in the future. Mountaineer, armored but trash. Militia is just militia. Okay, so what's the difference between militia and infantry? Like if I were to swap one of you for infantry. They're basically just weak infantry. Okay. So the star divisions switch to the new infantry divisions. And the militias, I think I will keep the militias as militias. But we only want one type of militia. The smaller one. What? Oh, I changed the wrong one. Oh, I didn't change it. Star militias are the two big ones. Switch to the actual militia. Gives us some more manpower and equipment, which we can pump into new divisions. Let's see what that said. That's unfortunate. Now, how many men can I send to the CSA? What the heck is this music? And I may rush deploy a few in an effort to send 2. Didn't work. Oh well. So unfortunately, those ones I just rush deployed, I am going to immediately disband. Not you. We're negotiating in the south, so they have agreed to work with us and pledge their loyalty. With this victory, diplomacy our place in China has grown. Does that mean I get to annex them? Does that not mean I get to annex them? Excuse me? Where's my annexation? Middle Africa's declared war on Portugal. Should I not get them? Did I misunderstand? What did I... Chat, help me out. I'm confused. I thought if the negotiations went well, we got to annex them. Short on support equipment. Do this. Building 2 more of those, and then I guess I'll have to build some more civies. You guys in CSA, I guess we'll work towards trying to get our army reform going. Already got plenty of public support. Yeah, not much to do really. Once we annex them into us, that'll be good. Obviously, we don't want to demobilize. Volunteer only is going to be absolutely fine. I could get rid of this guy. Entrenchment speed and division defense is not superb. Not many of these are good though. Army experience gained daily. I mean, it's 1 every 10 days. It's not that good. I think division attack is the way to go, honestly. Let's make that swap. It's expensive, but... We're going to need a second army, by the way. So you guys. And you guys. Can have a new plan. Like so. Good, good. Yeah, the lack of support equipment is concerning, for sure. One guy's arrived in Pennsylvania. The south one should definitely be the mountain army. Alright. Let's see if we can make some moves here. We did send over one of the bigger divisions. Good. See if we can't take Washington, shall we? Can't seem to draw offensive lines. Unfortunate. Or we could just help them hold Philadelphia. It could also be valuable. Loving the music? Yeah, it's the all the official Kaiserreich music mods I have active. They're quite nice. Vicious name is gaming. It is kind of gaming. That's funny. Good spot. Well, so far the American Union state is absolutely crushing it. Hopefully now that they're actually in active combat against the Pacific states, they'll have more trouble. Ooh, that's a bit of a problem. Vanguard Romania joined the Belgrade Pact. This premier of Spring River flows east. The stuff dreams are made of. More political power and party popularity. Nice. So why didn't I annex them? I swear I was supposed to annex them. It's annoying. All China National Labour Syndicate. Well, I only have decisions to move against the northeast. Does it mean they're just kind of more aligned to me than before? Yuan is still KMT aligned. Oh, Xinglang clique is now KMT aligned. As well. Where are they even? Where is Zhanglang clique? They like this one? Yes. Well, that's not going to do me much good. They're still KMT aligned. Maybe it was just a way to make them KMT aligned. So I guess I need to take these guys out. And then I'll be able to negotiate with Yuan. They're about to lose. Yeah. But I don't really know how I can get to war is the problem. Maybe once I achieve national unity, national leadership, I'll be able to make some more moves there. And Markleek is falling, as normal. Well, we'll just see how the events play out. Some hills here. What's this marsh? Hills as well. Well, let's see if we can make some moves here. Partly just for the XP, honestly. You should obviously have our field marshal come over and help out too. Might as well get him some more XP. That war you sometimes see drag on for ages. Okay. Good to know. And being backed up, once these guys reinforce in, we should be in fairly good shape. They obviously have an armoured brigade, which could cause problems. Syndicalism has spread to Burma. Country after country, the revolution progresses. Nice. Union of Burma. Cool. Black Ice series again? No. Definitely not. At least not for a while. Just some National Guards. So if these guys reinforce in, again, may have a good shot. And if they still have guys here, that'd be nice, because then they're encircled. Unless you can move from here to here, which it looks like you can, actually. I'm probably just going to continue fighting even in bad situations. Or maybe I should... yeah, actually, what I'll do is I'll help the AI kind of contain threat. Because I think they're often quite bad at that. Also, you get XP based on casualty ratio. So if we can be a part of the closing of a bunch of these pockets, that would be good. Go from the stream for a wee moment and there's a civil war in America. You were gone for a while. Civil war in America has been going for quite some time. What are these? PSA resistance rebels. Huh. Cool. Well, they're getting me a little bit of army XP, so I can't complain too much. Well, with the disappointment of not being able to start annexing people in the south with all my negotiation tactics, we are moving towards ending the stream. Been longer than I intended. Why they're getting resistance troubles in Pennsylvania is beyond me. It is a bit odd, isn't it? I think we are moving towards the end of the stream. We could do a future campaign in China. That was pretty good fun. Like I enjoy fighting in tough terrain and unfamiliar terrain. I also enjoyed fighting without tanks or planes. It's like how I played the game at the beginning. But yeah, I think that decision was just bugged about negotiating down here. Like, let's try it again. Obviously, I'm ending the stream, so I don't care if I cheat. So let's say I annex them. Now I can integrate them, but I also should be able to negotiate with these guys. Let's see if that comes up on the daily tick. Yeah, so we can now negotiate with them. If they agree to our requirements, we will get the following effects. They become a puppet. Are you a puppet and I just didn't notice? No. So these guys, it said you will annex them. Collapse the League of Eight provinces, Southern China's dropped into total anarchy. Okay, so let's just see what this does. It just vanished. Didn't even do like the 20-day ticking thing that the other one did. Huh. Well, meanwhile, we will restore China program, yes. What's this? Oh, it's an integrate mission that we can't do yet, obviously. Give it a second, Mayfire, anyway. It's true. So to actually kill those guys, we'd have had to wait till it was 85 world tension, basically. Which is nonsensical, right? Like, you shouldn't... China is different from the rest of the world. We're in a state of, like, fractured civil war. We shouldn't have to wait till global world tension would permit us to go to war with little people like this. What are you going to be streaming next? When are you going to be streaming next? Maybe next Monday? Not the one tomorrow, but the week after that. Are you going to be doing YouTube again? Quite possibly. Yes, I think the negotiation missions are broken. Okay, so here we go. They refused our order. Okay, so that's different. Did the other one also refuse it? Is that what happened there? And I mean, they hate us. Why do you hate me? Maybe we had to improve relations first, but I really dislike that there was no way for me to like influence that or know what would influence that. Which is bad design. Really. You know, it's important the player understands what actions they can take and what impact those actions will have. Yeah, we'll join you in a while, totally. Maybe. Because if we had annexed these guys, just like, you know... There's no integrate command in Hoi, is there, that gives me their troops? If we had integrated both of these guys, then we'd probably be in a good shape to push for the asserting national leadership. Like if we'd actually inherited their troops. Might already be if I just do this, actually. Not yet. Okay, so that's Unite Southern China. Where was that focus? Here. Okay, so let's reload the save. I just want to work out like how this works. So yeah, before we did that, what does this do? Okay, you can prepare for war against them. Okay, focus, stop. Auto. I don't know what the focus command is. Anyway. Yeah, I mean... I feel like if they align to you and they say no to joining you, like, you should have some way of knowing why and what you can do. Anyway. Thank you for watching, everybody. It's been a great pleasure. In future campaigns, we may play in China again. I do like the idea of doing a Soviet-Russia campaign as well. I think that could be very challenging, very good fun. But Kaiserreich is running terribly for me for some reason. Maybe it's... I mean, it might be one of the other mods I have active, or something I need to, you know, check in my PC build or something. But I don't know. It's bizarre that it started working much less well than it did. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. And those of you on YouTube, enjoy. I will be putting this on YouTube, by the way. So, you know, my grand return. Not really so very, very grand. But I hope you enjoyed the video. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.